Welcome back. A great day for a public holiday, sunny skies and thankfully some relief from yesterday's sweltering heat. Despite last night's southerly buster, it was surprisingly calm on the harbour this morning. Circular Quay much quieter than usual, with city workers enjoying a day off. Temperatures today up to 13 degrees cooler than yesterday. Penrith the hottest, reaching 28. The city stopping at 23 with light easterlies for most of the day. The blue sky stretching across most of our state. Cooler in the east, but another scorcher in the west. Broken Hill, Burke and Forbes all recording their warmest October day in 4 years. So far, not a drop of rain recorded, but plenty of it coming tomorrow, and this is why a low pressure system rapidly deepening over the southeast, producing heavy rain and storms over inland New South Wales and eastern Victoria, while drawing heat to the east coast again. Partly cloudy skies over Brisbane and a top of 27, a possible shower for Canberra reaching 28, and some showers for Melbourne. Back home to New South Wales, and here's where we're expecting those showers developing across the south and west, with a chance of thunderstorms as well. The heaviest falls near the border, 6 to 30 millimetres forecast for Albury. Dry and mostly sunny elsewhere, with temperatures in the east heating up again, reaching up to 34 degrees in Newcastle and in Batemans Bay. Strong winds lashing most of our coastline, a gale warning in place around Port Macquarie and the Hunter. That combination of extreme heat and gusty winds elevating our fire danger. Total fire bans will be in place across these 8 regions, including the Greater Sydney region. Round 2 tomorrow, sunny, hot and windy, with the mercury soaring into the 30s again, around 35 or 36 for most of our western suburbs, with warm northerly winds reaching 25 to 40 kilometres per hour, up to 37 in Penrith and the city heading for 33. Cooling off again on Wednesday, but still warm for this time of year, 27 in the city with showers increasing, 4 to 10 millimetres forecast, windy and mostly sunny on Thursday. Friday the showers returning and possibly hanging around for the weekend. Our west can also look forward to some rain on Wednesday. A cooler end to the week, dropping to the low 20s. At this stage it should be fine over the weekend and warming up to 25 next Monday, but tomorrow will be an absolute shocker peak.
Thank you for that good news.
Hello again. Calm and clear conditions overnight delivered a minimum 12 degrees colder than yesterday. The city fell to 7 degrees but rebounded to reach 28.5. Rosebud, Avalon, Tullamarine and Scoresby dipped to just 3 degrees, but most spots reached the mid to high 20s. Winds have picked up again, especially through northern suburbs. Tullamarine clocked a gust of 65 kilometres an hour a short time ago. Most of the state had a chilly night, but windy conditions kept Mildura to 13 degrees. It's been very warm this afternoon, 37, and the Mallee district is under a total fire ban today. Cooler and calmer conditions through Gippsland assisted firefighters today, but winds are expected to pick up through that part of the state overnight. A severe weather warning is in place for the Grampians and the central and eastern ranges. The winds will move down the ranges, so gusty northwesterlies are expected to impact bushfire areas during the day before a southwesterly wind change arrives in the afternoon. Light showers will develop in western and central districts in the early hours of the morning, then rain will intensify as it contracts to eastern districts in the evening. Totals of up to 50 millimetres are expected across Gippsland, up to 90 across elevated areas. There is a concern of landslips around Falls Creek, with road closures likely. Then a low is likely to develop on Wednesday, and that has the potential to deliver even higher totals. Another 80 millimetres is possible through Gippsland. Then it will contract to the far east on Thursday. Orbost could receive as much as 90 millimetres. The Bureau has already issued an initial flood watch for catchments through the east. Minor to moderate flooding is expected, with isolated major flooding possible from Wednesday. Tonight will be warm, with minimums in double figures, a low of 20 for Orbost, but a cooler day with most of the state heading for the high teens and low 20s, but into the high 20s through East Gippsland. Showers are likely to arrive in Melbourne at 6 or 7 a.m. Widespread totals of 10 to 20 millimetres are forecast by midnight, with the possibility of 35 to 40, particularly through eastern suburbs. And after minimums of 16 and 17, maximums of 21 and 22 will come early in the day. For Geelong, a low of 15, a top of 21 with up to 15 millimetres of rain. The city should dip to 17 before reaching 22, with 35 millimetres at the top end of what we can expect. The weather models are bouncing around for Wednesday's rainfall totals, so that's why it's such a broad range, 1 to 15 millimetres. But the temperature is a lot more certain and cold, just 14 degrees. The rain finally starts to ease on Thursday, but still windy and 16 degrees. A few showers on Friday and 14, partly cloudy day on Saturday and 17, 16 on Sunday and 17 next Monday. Tomorrow, showers from 6 a.m. and by midnight there could be totals of 35 to 40 millimetres. For the city, a low of 17 and an early top of 22 before those cooler southwesterly winds arrive. So some very dangerous weather ahead for eastern Victoria, Pete.
OK, thank you, Lavinia.
Well, time for your full weather forecast now. Gary, how's the first week of October looking?
Well, the first start of the week, Andrew, will be the warmest and finest, clearest skies. If we're looking for rainfall, there's a little bit in the forecast for Thursday, a shower or two and a possible thunderstorm. Then some southerly winds will spoil the weekend a little bit, cooling down temperatures back into the low 20s for the coastal suburbs. But still a relatively dry week. It's only Thursday showing the best chance for our rain gauges to catch a drop or two. Let's have a look at the temperatures recorded today. The second day of October was slightly up on average with our daytime temperatures, starting on the coast with 27 degrees in Coolangatta, 28 for the Goldie, 26 Redcliffe and Redlands, 28 here in Brisbane and Caboolture, 29 Bow Desert and Gatton, 30 the high for Greenbank and Ipswich. On the weather map, a deepening trough over the southeast will produce some heavy rain and storms for inland New South Wales and eastern Victoria. It'll draw down some heat ahead of it with showers and storms for South Australia and Tassie. Interstate, cloudy and cooler for Perth, showers across Adelaide, Melbourne and Hobart, warm and windy for Canberra, hot in Sydney tomorrow, 33, Alice Springs 35. Queensland, slight chance of a shower for the north coast and lower Burdekin. A few showers definitely for the central coast and Whitsunday. Possible shower for the Capricornia, then sunny and warm for the Wide Bay and Burnett. Hot and dry inland, 32 in Roma, 37 for Mount Isa. Here in the southeast, partly cloudy tomorrow. Light winds freshening from the northeast during the morning. Temperatures tomorrow mid to high 20s. Redcliffe 26, Gatton 29 and Noosa 25. Moreton Bay, northerlies 10 to 15 knots. They'll turn northeast 15 to 20 knots during the morning. So Brisbane, a partly cloudy day with those strengthening northeasterlies, reaching a high of 27 degrees, pretty close to the October average. 7-day outlook, increasing cloud Wednesday and 26, shower or two Thursday and a possible storm. Fine Friday and 28, Saturday 25, Sunday only 23. Ipswich, high 20s each day for the working week, chance of a shower and storm Thursday, cooler for the weekend, 27 Saturday, 25 Sunday. For the Goldie, possible late shower Wednesday, a few showers Thursday and a possible storm. Fine Friday and 25, a cooler weekend from southerly winds and low 20s. Sunshine Coast, chance for shower Wednesday, afternoon showers and thunderstorms Thursday, mostly fine Friday and 26. A cooler weekend, 23 degrees each day and just the possibility of a shower. But looking pretty good tomorrow for all the kids heading back to school, guys.
Sounds good, Gary. Thank you.
Wow, the sound of the beautiful waves just rolling in down here at Somerton Park. Quite the beautiful soundtrack to round out the long weekend. It has been so warm, well above average. In fact, we're still sitting above 30 degrees in the city at the moment. That was after our top of around 31 degrees. So, 10 to 12 degrees above average around Adelaide and up to 14 degrees above average for other parts of South Australia today. Now, you wouldn't know it, but there is actually a change coming in. It's rolling across in from the west, and probably around maybe 11 o'clock tonight or so, we might feel that rolling through Adelaide, and maybe even some thunderstorms ahead of that later on this evening. But for today, well, the beach was a popular place to be. Glenelg reached 31 degrees. A bit of a kick to the northwesterlies coming through with a near 60k wind gust at Elizabeth this afternoon. The winds have been stronger up north, where we have been on alert for dust storms, and also heaps of storms have fireys on edge with fears fires. Dry lightning could spark blazes there. Temperatures, as I said, up to 14 degrees above average. We've reached almost 40 at Maree and Roxby Downs. Hot at Renmark too, with 38 and 33 at Kadina. We're sure going to feel this change when it arrives. Winds flicking around to the southwest to sweep the heat away. Maybe some early morning showers tomorrow. And as it moves on, that front could deliver extremely heavy rainfall to eastern Victoria and severe thunderstorms to parts of New South Wales. For South Australia, we're still watching fire conditions in the northeast, but for the rest of us, it is a different picture. Temperatures tumbling back down as the rains roll in. Even some possible afternoon hail for Port Lincoln with 19 there tomorrow. Windy through the Barossa and 19 the top for Nurayutpa. The showers are likely in the early hours of tomorrow morning, so don't be surprised if there's not much left in it for the rest of the day. Now, right now we are on alert for severe thunderstorms with damaging wind gusts from Coober Pedy to Port Augusta down through Whyalla and Port Pirie. Hot gusty conditions continuing in the northeast tomorrow, so extreme fire danger ratings there. And with the change coming in, wild water warnings for the far and upper west coast. Gosh, so much going on. On local waters, we'll see westerlies 15 to 20 knots tomorrow and seas to 1.5 metres. Around Adelaide, we've got those early morning showers, windy conditions and cooler temperatures. 18 for Golden Grove and 19 for Marion. 19 degrees in the city, and we could see, maybe up to around 3 millimetres of rainfall. Then we swing even further south with the temperatures down to 16 degrees on Wednesday with the chance of hail. Certainly a case of weather whiplash there as we flail around all over the place with the temperatures. Fining up for the end of the week, though, and actually the weekend, where we're supposed to be with temperatures for this time of year, 21 degrees and nice and sunny.
Spring is full of surprises. Thank you, Jessica.